Okay, good evening everyone to the RAEL Live Stories. Sorry we are a bit late this evening. Not too late. We've been later before. We were late for everything. And we're sitting in front of a lovely fire. Electricity has just come on. And I'm very glad that it actually has come on, so people have got light, the light that we have sought for many, many years. A few things on our minds this evening as we approach. I think we'll be able to, Kurt, will you be able to get the messages if there's any questions or that?
I'm on my way there.
And if
just had some network stuff with all the load shedding and all of that.
You all know Kurt. Kurt is getting more famous than Donald Trump, which is good. So good evening to all. We're going to get the messages. Graham, who used to be famous. Could you get my glasses, please, young man? Thank you. When you get older, you need glasses. You must just give us a shout who's on, because we can't see all the icons of the people. We can see some, and we like to know we're talking with, and we obviously obviously always want to be interactive with the people. Thank you, Graham. How old is your baby now, Graham?
8 months.
Graham's baby's 8 months.
8.5.
8.5 months. I can make your mind up. And tomorrow is Family Day. Now,
yes,
a lot of us didn't have many family days because of our drinking and of our drugging, and it goes further than that. You know, it's almost the addiction side that is getting so bad. I went to do an intervention this week for a youngster from a school here in Worcester, and what is happening is that the youngsters are being attracted to the gangster life. So they're meeting young little boys at schools, and they're getting drawn in, and it is creating havoc, especially amongst the middle to upper class, where the gangster knows he can get a benefit. It's very sad. It's making more addicts. I think this lockdown has been absolutely, you know, the way our phones went off today is out of control. It's the same story, different names, etc. People are really, I don't even know how to express myself. People are in trouble with their children, with their families. Yeah, as Kurt said, 6:30 this morning was the first call, and it just carries on through the day. And we have to start asking ourselves some serious questions. Some serious questions of what is happening. I want to just tell you one incident of what this group has done for a certain gentleman. He's in his late 50s, and he's an alcoholic, and he's never been to rehab. And
okay, cool.
A friend of his it's a long story. I can't mention names. I'm not going to mention names. And got introduced to this group. And we got a voice note today to say thank you very much from a family member that this man is now 6 months sober.
Yeah, that's big, eh?
That's massive. 6 months sober, who never misses a share on this group, whether it's myself, Kurt, Tank, whoever shares, Lee J, Richard, everyone, Gareth, everyone has played their part. Massive that we've managed by the grace of God to save a man's life that we've never met. I think that is like probably my highlight of a long time, of a long time, to show the power of what we are all trying to help each other with. We're not trying to rechange the world, and we're not trying to tell people about just addiction. The reason we were a bit late tonight is because that we were finishing our evening meeting, and with Family Day tomorrow comes rules. And I'm a big believer, if you come into my home, you come and greet me, You come and greet Mr. Kurt. You don't just walk onto my premises and think you own it. Because then how can I teach your child respect and discipline if you got no respect and discipline and morals and values? So we went through all of that, the do's and the don'ts. And when it comes to family visiting day, we don't take crap. We want it to be a lovely day for all. But there's a lot of people young in recovery will take chances. There's a lot of parents, and I'm afraid to say, I've had parents over the last 10 years who think that when they come in here because their son is here, they own my place. I don't stand for that kind of nonsense because it's not right. It's disrespectful. If I go visit Michelle and she's busy practicing for Mavericks, I don't just walk into a house. And that takes for any person. I just don't walk into people's houses. The respect and discipline starts in our house, in our home, and it goes on further when we go to school, etc., etc. The pandemic of drug addiction has got so bad that I hesitate to say, but I'm going to say it, that only the lucky few are going to survive. Unfortunately. There isn't enough government rehabs. There isn't enough free rehabs. This COVID virus, Chinese virus, has really knocked the people of South Africa. It's knocked them, as you know, financially. We've been without electricity today for 8 hours. It just came on 5 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago. You know, it's bitterly cold here in Worcester. You've got a lovely fire behind us, but we're okay. We're still like fairly young. But my mom was freezing, and you know, how many blankets can you put on the old lady? So the nurse said, what do you do? Like, what do you do? My mom uses a nebulizer as well, and I'm sure my mom's not the only mom. Obviously not. But this is when you start getting heavy frustration. You know, you can. My dad used to say to me, Anthony, he was a big man. I can look after myself, but always look after your mother. And that's what I do. So I don't like any discomfort towards my mother. And these ANC communist thugs, criminals, not all of them, 90% of them, don't care. It's unfair for people's electricity to be off for 24 hours, 36 hours. We're not used to living like this, man. And it's not white privilege, man. Most of us pay a lot of money for our electricity. I pay 8,500 rand a month here for electricity. I could sponsor another kid with that kind of money. It's not that we're asking stuff for free, man. This government is busy crippling us and crippling us to a point that you get frustrated and you get so het up, and then you sit down, you relax, and you say, hey, just, you know, let me trust God in this, because I've trusted God in my 15 years of sobriety. Before Kurt's going to speak, we haven't planned anything tonight, so hopefully we can interact. I'll go through the messages, and Kurt will go through the messages. And I'm glad to see all you on. I will see who's on now and read there. And since the appointment of Kurt as the big boss, I'm just like, now, I'm just a nothing. I'm just a founder, and I couldn't have chosen a better man. Now we're looking for someone else to step in the. Oh, not fine. You know, I'm not looking for a benefit. You know what I mean? And now we're looking for someone to step into Kurt's shoes now, because it's about RAEL is called Recovering Addicts Empowering Lives, and I believe Kurt's life has been empowered to a point where he's ready to take over. And I will always be around him. I will be here when he's off. I will be here. I'm always a phone call away. I won't be at Mavericks. I haven't received my sponsored tickets yet from Michelle.
Okay.
But she is visiting tomorrow. Michelle, I'm sure you'll bring the ticket.
With Michelle tomorrow?
Yeah. Because the only reason I went to Mavericks, Michelle, was for chicken wings. And that is the best chicken wings in South Africa. You will not find better chicken wings. And thanks to Michelle for introducing us to Mavericks. It's probably the kindest thing she's ever done.
Carried the message.
She carried the message for us, for help with the chicken wings. Today, just quickly, I decided to go and retour South Africa. Obviously, when I've got someone who can fill Kurt's shoes when he's off, because he's got a baby and he's got a a wife to be, I believe. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, wife to be, hardcore. Nothing wrong with that. Sure, you can get a 2-week stay at Mavericks as a wedding present.
Okay, thank you.
We also want to do on this page. I'm gonna start like working on this page now. I haven't been working on it, and I've been working on other things, and obviously getting Kurt ready, taking a lot of decisions, and there's one good announcement or big announcement going to come in the next 2 weeks or so, which I think is going to be. Sure, it's going to be massive, not only for us as RAEL, but for what we're going to tell the country that we're going to start doing. It's going to be massive, and that takes us all to another level. So obviously I'm looking for someone to take over Kurt's position, and unfortunately, I only employ from within. I only employ from people who've come through the school or who are presently in the school. I know I'm not going to get another Kurt. I can tell you that now. And Winston Churchill used to say, no one's irreplaceable but himself. But I'm looking for someone, to take responsibility, because this isn't a job, it's a calling. So if it takes 18 hours the one day and 10 hours the next day, it's hard luck. If someone knocks on your door 12 o'clock or knocks on the door 12 o'clock or comes in, because they don't normally knock you, and comes in, you have to sort the situation out. A rehabilitation center like ours, we don't allow shit, so we don't allow a pimple to go into a boil. But then you have to be awake and just hold on a second. My brother, I'm just busy with the video. Are you insane? Tank, can't you handle it out there? Thank you very much. Sorry about that. We were just talking about it. And when we take someone from within, it must be someone that mustn't moan that, hey, I'm working 20 hours today and tomorrow I'm working 5 hours. Because a lot of the times we're busy. Our busiest time is in the morning and in the evenings. Then the afternoon gets into a lull and you get tired, etc. And so there's a position that's going to be, it is available, because I can only withdraw fully once I can replace Kurt's days that he's off. So to someone to work under Kurt. So that I can't withdraw fully yet, because I will still be working in the days that Kurt is off. And most of the time, I'll be here or at Rihanna or wherever I have to be. So I'm going to ask Kurt, he's going to now join me. Sorry, he's handing just one of the guys here. Thank you for everyone for all your best wishes. What I'm going to do is once that person is in place, I'm then going to go and tour around this country, and I'm going to take a tour of where I was 15 years ago, where I was lying drunk on the park bench, and where I was lying here and lying there and lying there, and make videos from there and relive, by the grace of God, a much happier time than I had when I was on the park bench. Update on Mom. Mom is very quiet at the moment.
There's lots of comments.
Yeah, I'm going to read them now, my brother. Mom is very, very quiet at the moment. She's fine. The doctor checked her this morning, gave her the all clear, but she's just very quiet. And I know times when Mom has gone through a month without talking. So please just keep her in her prayers. She's not sick. There's nothing that I can report that she's ill or the doctor could report. But she's just very, very, very quiet. Okay, lovely news is that Carl's parents has come down. Carl celebrated yesterday. He finished the suspended sentence for not paying maintenance. Now, if you don't pay maintenance, like our friend who, okay, I won't even go there. The guy who owns started the march?
Yes.
Or the 1 million, didn't pay maintenance for 7 years. But we are not going to take his inventory. That's his problem. That's not mine. But Carl didn't pay maintenance because he was drugging, and yesterday he was set free. These 3 years suspended for 5 years was lifted, and so it's beautiful. He's a free man, big part of RAEL, does all our media stuff here in Cape Town.
Yeah, amazing.
In South Africa, he's amazing on a computer, and we got Lee J, brilliant in London. So, hey, we're really going to a different level all the time. Unfunded, trusting God, putting our money where our mouth is and having people that are working so hard. So Carl is a tremendous asset to this organization. And thank you, Carl. You're not here tonight. You're with your mom and dad who've traveled down to see you. Thank you, Carl, for the laughter and love that you bring to this premise.
And feel Carl's not here tonight.
I can feel he's not here. Because normally he would have set this up for us before. While we were doing the meeting, he would have set up the cameras the whole trip. And there was always a laughter in the background. And then I don't know if Rihanna is online. She probably should be, otherwise she's...
Yes, the doctor is online.
Is she? Okay, otherwise yes. I thought she was getting lessons from Michelle at Mavericks. The doctor is going into private practice. And maybe next week she can share what all she can do. It's a new kind of thing. It's not Botox, but it's...
Something along
that line, speciality. She's such a clever girl. She got 17 A's in matric and about 7 in Stellenbosch University. I don't know where she got time for boys there, but anyway, we won't even go there.
I've only seen Stellenbosch University from the outside.
Yeah, I applied once because I stayed so long at school. I only got a standard 7, and that's genuine. I've got a standard 7. I'm not shy of it. I applied once for the caretaker job because I never thought I'd get out of school. And I never got the caretaker job. So, whatever. So, maybe the doctor can explain that. And then in 2 weeks' time, about 2 weeks' time, we'll give a very big announcement. It's going to be massive. We've got our supporters, not supporters. We've got the people that are financing everything. On their side, it's their project. We will just be basically moving in with them into a project. It's not a rehabilitation center, that I can guarantee you. I'll never open up another rehab as long as I live on this earth. I think this is enough. This one is enough, Kurt.
And 1,000 is too many.
1,000 is too many. So, lekker, Kurt, again, congratulations. I couldn't have chosen a better man. I love this man to bits. People would have said to me a year ago, 2 years ago, you're mad, you're mental, you could never trust this oak and this and that. They don't know Kurt Schuler like I know Kurt Schuler. I know him inside out. And I would never employ a man in this position if I knew it was going to break the name of RAEL. To me, the name of RAEL is the name of RAEL. And also thank you to the doc today and to Joanita. We went through to Stellenbosch Animal Welfare Society, beautiful place, where we've got two of our dogs from, and they've donated dog blankets for our doggies. Our dogs have got lekker blankets, but it's always an upgrade. These are from Stellenbosch. Everything from Stellenbosch is better. Is there anyone here from Stellenbosch besides the doc? Anyone here study from Stellenbosch? Because Stellenbosch people think they're better people. They are lovely people. They're beautiful people. But they just think that they are better than other people, which is sometimes gets a bit irritating. And that's why Rihanna irritates sometimes because, she'll say to me, we'll have a conversation and she'll say, show me your age. So I did. I carry it with me. And I got 3 A's in standard 7. But that was for, no. Yeah, it was well done. But that was for the 3 A's that I was absent in class. It wasn't for any intellectual. So yeah, I'm so glad to have a man, virtually my best friend, a man I trust fully, and a man that I know that has got so much passion for the still suffering addict and alcoholic and family. So RAEL we're in good hands. We're in good hands. I just must find that one more, and then I can be more free. Rihanna said to me the other day, you go out with me, but I never see you. I said, well, that's just the cookie crumbles. Huh? We just have to carry on working. And here we go, Kurt. Carry on working, and the time will come for that. But our legacy that we want to leave, it's mainly for our children. Because only they probably are going to ever think about you again. But I want to say this again while there's a lot of people online and there's a lot of people watching this now. That man's story of in the 50s who found sobriety, a chronic drunk, while watching live share program every evening at 9 o'clock. Wow, there is. My brother, please be outside. I'm busy at the moment. I'll sit with Tank or do something. When I'm finished here, I will talk to you. Sorry, we've got a newcomer here. You've been here about a week, and this is what we talk about. At any time you can be erupted, but you can't be manipulated. There comes a time and a place for everything. And yeah, you can just wait. And we can reach so many people. And I often hear Kurt Schuler saying after the meeting, but the stigma is still there, is please share this. Please share this to your wall. It doesn't mean if you share it, you're an addict or an alcoholic. But someone there on your wall will be an addict and alcoholic, I can guarantee you. Unless you've got one friend. Please share it. Let's remove this bloody stigma, man. It hits the rich and the poor. We've heard it before. The black and the white. Black lives matter. Not this BLM crap. They should be shot with a pellet gun. Because if you say they're going to shot with it, then they're going to charge you with attempted murder. You know what I mean? All lives matter, man. All South African lives matter, man. I'm sick of this. I would love to go to a BLM march and ask these bastards, do you know what's happening to your black brothers with the drugs? Do you know what happened to colored brothers with drugs? Do you know what's happening to the white brothers with drugs? But you want to come and take down statues? Go take down the drug dealers, man. Then you're at least doing something. But you know what? You're too shit scared. You little BLM people, Marxist, communist, criminal thugs. And I'll say it to their face as well, man. Must be a cause that we are prepared to die for. Because our children are dying. Parents are burying their children. And they don't even know about it. I went to Maitland Cemetery one day. Kurt and the guy who digs the graves. He said to me, sir, this is only for children that I'm
Sure.
And I said to him, what? And I had a witness with me, like, you know, I go everywhere with a witness. I told you that story.
I remember you.
I said, what are you telling me, sir? He said, this is drug children. But BLM want to go take down statues, break buildings that our children can use, and then stand up like martyrs. They should be mowed down. One by one. For us who've been in the army and the police, it's heart-wrenching to watch this. To watch these thugs trying to divide our world, our country, our communities, our families, our homes. Hey, sometimes I long to go back to the old murder and robbery unit. And the old drug squad. I can handle anything, but I can't handle the elderly and our youngsters. Our elderly are sick, like my mom and other moms, and our youngsters. Our youngsters been torn apart, and families been torn apart, and mom's phoning me and saying, I don't know what to do anymore. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, my friends on this page, hey Kurt, it's not black people only. It's not white people only. It's not colored people only. It's not Indian people only. It's not only people from overseas. It's all people. It's all people. And sometimes it just gets to you, to a point where you almost want to say, what can I do next? Okay, so I've been talking a bit. I'm going to let Kurt speak a bit. Not let you speak, you know what I mean? I'm still your boss, Kurt, you know. Don't get too heavy here now, you know what I mean? You like Michelle, she goes to Mavericks, and then she wants to, takes over. Then I believe she wants to be the lead dancer after one night. Well, obviously she did something right.
Got a lot of votes.
She must have got a lot of votes. Obviously the men went to her boss and said, and it's like Rihanna, you know, you must tell Rihanna when she was in Egypt with that Egyptian guy. Because she wasn't with him, she was just very scared of him, and she was sitting next to a bus with him for about 20 hours. And wicked. Then she thought she owned Egypt. You know what I mean, Kurt? So,
Okay.
lovely for visiting day tomorrow. And anyone else on here, you are most welcome to come to visiting day. Just abide by our rules. They're not strict. It's just take no shit. And come visit us. Come visit us. It'll be beautiful. It'll be lovely to see all you people. Lovely to see the faces we see on the camera. And you can meet Kurt, and God willing, you'll meet me and Kurt, that God will spare us another night. For those who want to visit my mom, you can go in and say, how's it to my mom? If she's in the same mood she's in now, she ain't going to talk. But that's okay, as long as my mom is here. And the doctor will be here. She doesn't give free scripts, because then everyone takes it. Remember last time, everyone just takes advantage of her being a doctor, but she's very humble. And we will have pole dancing, I think, from 4 to 5.
Yes, we've got 2 big wooden poles
Yeah,
keeping
2.
the house up, yeah?
So Michelle will pole dance from 4 to 5.
Okay.
And then
I'll put it in
Gareth
the diary.
afterwards.
Garth,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. Lekker.
Yeah,
Love you all.
great. There's, I see there's some lovely comments and things coming through there. Obviously, we see all the comments and that, which is cool. And I think, hey, like what Mr. Hall said, and it's also, you know, maybe heavy on my heart, but sometimes we in the, I don't want to call it an industry, but in the circles and work in the areas of addiction and hurt people and broken people and families that have been destroyed and that we're trying to puzzle back together, because all the pieces of the puzzle is there. It's always there. We just see as the people come in, some of the shapes of the puzzle need to be reshaped and things again, and it takes time. And lives have been empowered here. You know, it's especially, I know I'm one of them. And speaking about Carl, is that we've, because of drugs and addiction and like Mr. Hall said, the way that it's taken a turn where it's people from middle class areas, people from what they want to call high class areas, from poverty stricken areas. Drugs and addiction is the biggest equalizer, and besides it taking us to the same place, it causes people from all different places to mix as well. And sometimes bad things happen, and a lot of the things that are the deeper things that do happen, we obviously can't share on live videos and things like that. But there's families and people watching and people out there that know what I'm talking about. There's things on a deeper level than housebreaking syndicates. There's that end up happening when people from different areas mix for the wrong reasons. And you know, I think like a good example is a person like Carl. If he's had just finished 5 years suspended, and Carl is not a bad man. His maintenance wasn't not paid because he's a bad person. He was a really sick person, and because of his sickness, drugs and addiction took priority over what he needed to do. And in those cases, I know Mr. Hall has traveled the country already a couple of times, and we believe that addicts shouldn't be in prison. Criminals should be in prison, you know. And talent, what talent Carl has got, and many other talents that are on the farm. The people will see on the visiting day tomorrow what the guys do here, what addicts, the stigma that's attached to addicts and addiction. What the Oaks have accomplished and what they do here on the farm, you know, to have a group of guys that are known as people that don't care and that are selfish and all of that, ask questions like should we trim the grass, should we move things around, should we, you know, make the place look lacquer. It does look lacquer already, but there's obviously always just touch-ups that we can do, because they not only thinking of themselves, but even the guys that some of them aren't getting visit tomorrow because they're not at that stage yet where they should be getting visits, and also maybe not at the stage where the family's healed enough, because it's a family illness and everybody's affected. And you know, we work with all different kinds of people, but like Mr. Hall said, it's difficult to go completely deep into the things that we deal with on a daily basis. We not, like, I know at the clinics, if you got a question after 5 o'clock, you must keep it in your in your diary till the counsellor or your appointment by the counsellor is there a couple of days later, or they call you when you want to, and then you've already buried the problem deep down inside where it was. And
it's like the doctors, when you go to an appointment, you make the appointment for 2 o'clock, you get seen at 4 o'clock. There's no apologies.
No, like the other day at Intercare when...
that's disgraceful.
When Ma went to the doctor...
Intercare is disgraceful.
Went there and didn't diagnose anything. She had a couple of flu symptoms. Didn't say you can maybe get some throat lozenges and this and that. Prescribed nothing. Just said you must go for a COVID test. It looks like you got COVID. So, like, obviously it came back... she went for a test and it came back negative. But, yeah, put a person in a state like that. Got a 7-month-old baby and young kids. And
luckily, we've got a good doctor.
Yes. And
what do you think?
I know that through the months, especially with Kiana that was born premature, the doctor also kept me sane and things like that. Because in general, not only with the medical reasons and things like that, but with addiction, there isn't help out there. And that is my point when I get to, it's an amazing story of that man from East London. And I can tell you now, in this time of the lockdown, our calls have escalated by addicts themselves that were in recovery because of recovery meetings. That is our medication for recovery. And it's our watchers, it's you guys that have helped us spread to the people that we don't even know who's watching. We don't know who's watching. But like we say all the time, that results count in recovery, and that guy's getting results. And if it's only him that it's changed his life, then we've done our job by these live stories.
You know, people are talking a lot on the messages, Kurt, about the drug dealers. When I came back and Mrs. Zuma says we mustn't share a cigarette, Mrs. Zuma can go play with herself in South African waters and wash. The drug dealers I was involved with in those years, I'm not proud of it at all. And at one stage called the leading white gangster in Cape Town. Very rarely will you see a gangster, or not a gangster, a high flyer's child on drugs. Have you witnessed that?
Yes, of course.
And I'll tell you, if a high flyer in the drug world's child is on drugs, there's big crap to play in that line. But they will give it to our children. And what happens when our kids go into, and mothers and fathers do not have the finances for a lawyer, and they go into court, and they must stay 7 days, and they get sent to Paulsmoor or Westville, whatever prison around the country, St. Albans.
You get people that sit in the courts, Mr. Hall, waiting for those victims to send them to these rehabs that is in cahoots with them.
That's human trafficking. I know of a certain person who goes to court waiting for people to appear, speaks to the parents. Parents are vulnerable. They'll do anything, and said, okay, well, I'll speak to the prosecutor because they're all connected. Money's flowing. I'll connect it. Send him 6 months or a year to a rehab, and he'll wait for 4, and then he will drive the person up to Noput. I've got one person on the farm who was one day in that car. Addicts aren't pieces of flesh, man. Addicts are some mom's and father's child. That addict at the robot is our child. No matter if he's done so much shit in his life, he's still a human being. Who did Jesus Christ come for? You think Jesus doesn't look down on those people and say, oh, my poor children, what have they done? But we're so judgmental, but when it happens to the upper class, they want to buy recovery.
Can't buy recovery.
You can get, there's 2 couches and 2 park benches, I believe, in this world. The one is in your lounge of your parents, and the other one is in the streets of South Africa. It's just that the one in the lounge of your parents, it's much safer than the one that is on the streets. I've been on both. And I, by the grace of God, never want to go back there. I sometimes have very big fears, not of relapsing ever, of just being on the streets or homeless. Those recurring memories or dreams come, and I had one last night. And I spoke to Rihanna about it. There's no use keeping it in. That you're out on the streets and you're down and out in Beverly Hills, and it's you replay that whole movement. And this is what we're talking 16 years ago of that fear. There's a lot of people in fear tonight. There's a lot of people obviously in fear living at home with an alcoholic husband or an alcoholic wife, but maybe the alcoholic husband.
Friday night.
It's Friday night.
It's been quiet the whole week.
Are they going to get beaten up tonight? Is stuff going to be broken? That's the reality, is what's happened. There's parents crying at home now. Where's my child? They may lambaste their child when they come home, but they worry. Where's my child?
They don't sleep.
My mother said she never slept when I was on the streets. I'm sure your mom and dad, and they're angry with you. They're angry when you come home, but they worry.
It's my mom's 60th birthday today.
Oh, yes, I forgot. Hey, Vanessa, congratulations on your 60th birthday. I said to Kurt earlier, you look much, much younger. May you have many, many more. I don't want to say your battles with your son is over, but I want to say your battles with your son are over. If he keeps on doing what he's doing now, the sky's the limit for this man. And he will become one of the finest, and I mean this, not because he's sitting next to me, because we've got a very open relationship. He's going to become one of the finest addiction counselors, speakers in this country, if not beyond. And I want him to go overseas. Like I had the opportunity to share my story overseas, Kurt must go share his story overseas as well. You can be very proud of him, Vanessa. I know he gave you and Conrad a lot of grey hairs, a lot of hardship, a lot of nightmares, a lot of everything. But he's turned out, by the grace of God, nothing else, by the grace of God, into being a wonderful friend, a wonderful dad, a wonderful son, and most of all, a wonderful person to everyone that he meets. So have a little whiskey on me there, Vanessa. Does your mom take a drink? Whiskey? Yeah?
No.
Not?
No.
Oh, and Dad?
Dad takes
Okay,
it.
Dad, Conrad, you can take a whiskey on me. And not on Kurt. And have a lekker time. I'm sure the doctors probably had about a bottle of red wine already.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah, the
It's
doctor
cold
likes
tonight.
red wine and soothers. But she's still a brilliant doctor. Love her lots. Good woman. And enjoy it. Enjoy it, Vanessa. It's almost like because Kurt is free, you free. Because Kurt is free, Conrad's free. Lucille is free. Jordan is free. Mal is free. And the little Baba Leanda is free. You see how many people one addict affect? They say between 18 and 20. I think it's more.
Sure.
I think it's far more. You have to live and breathe this. I've had people coming to me for job interviews and they ask me the hours, when's lunchtime, when's this. I say, my brother, do you think you've come into the Cape Sun for an interview? No, my brother. This is a calling and a passion. And you'll be blessed along the way. Really, really blessed. Okay. So, Kurt, tell us something funny, man, because it's Friday night. We've been a bit serious now, and we're serious the whole week, and we're serious. Tell us some of your funny things, man. Because you've got some of really funny things. Or tell us about Garth's funny things. Garth's got a fetish. Garth likes sucking toes. And like his fetish, and he was quite open about it.
Yes.
Which I like. I like someone who's just like open and straight. And we won't talk about Richie. Yeah, it was so nice to hear from Richie today. Richie's doing so well. He's working hard. And he learnt it here on this farm. Hard work.
Yeah, no, I tell you what happens on the farm here and in addiction recovery is that is the next person gives you hope. I mean, I obviously came back. I was the living dead when I got back here after not listening and things like that. After I left in 2016, And it's through the guy's actions that we learn in that. It's through seeing how a person carries themselves and you hear their story of how broken they were and all of that. And Richie's also the classic example of that. And then seeing the guys doing their recovery things when you're on the program and you see them, they got jobs and they taking care of their responsibilities and you see things that you want and that you can actually work towards. You see that they're not people anymore that is being outcasted from society, and I believe that Garth went through that as well.
And so did Carl with his cottage cheese, eh? Cheddar cheese,
cream cheese.
If everyone wants, when it's Carl's birthday, please buy him a tub of cream cheese because he just loves going through cream cheese. Hey, Carl, because the doc bought him a tube yesterday.
And salmon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please make a plan for Carl. Yo, Carl, we really honestly miss you in this house tonight. You bring a certain energy, brother. Almost all the guys, you know, when I think of Richie and I think of Garth and I think of Big J and I think of, you know, okay, Michael is here.
We're still waiting for Garth to come and visit.
Yeah, come and visit. And I think of the boys who've got sober over the years, yeah, that still contact me, and Kurt. I miss them, eh? Yeah, because there's always something happens that you can identify with one of them and say, but this is the one who did this, and maybe at the time it made you the murin, and then a couple of months later you're laughing about it and you're thinking, hey, this is like really, I miss the guys, like Clutchy. You spoke about Clutchy today. We miss a Clutchy.
I was speaking to Clutchy today. He asked me when can he come and visit again.
Anytime. Clutchy's looking so well. And, yeah.
Okay. So I don't know what funny stuff to talk about on a Friday night.
I'm just reading here that... Okay, Michelle, she normally listens to the guys' confessions, her and the doctor.
Yep.
Your dad says it's because of him that your mom looks so young. Hardcore, that's different level. And Cindy sending happy birthday. Cindy, when we're going to get that video, man, I want to put that out thick in the eyes. But anyway, we'll leave that for another day. You know, sitting on a Friday night sober is...
Sure.
It made for some people say, hey, it's so boring. But it's not. Huh? It's not at all. I've got the 2 wishes. I've got my mom. I've got Rihanna. I've got this man next to me. It's 3 wishes. Got good people around me, good people who hang around me. And Kurt and I also go on the same principle. It's loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Betrayal, no thank you. No thank you. You know, and I've got Angus inside here looking after my mom. We've got AD here. And we got...
walked a long road, yeah, AD.
AD, it's been 2-3 years he's been here, you know. Grant has been here, it's now 2 years. Graham has been here 5 years. Chris Morgan found what did he find today? A ruby or something?
Oh, yeah, a ruby stone.
A ruby stone, yeah. So, we don't know what it's worth.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Okay. Yeah. Is there any questions? Because we really don't feel like getting heavy today. Because we had a heavy meeting about an hour ago. Doctor, do you have any questions for anyone? Okay. Angus and Graham coming through there. Yeah, the drug dealers, we can wipe them out. Angus's brother got executed by drug dealers. He's here now. Angus, how long are you here now?
4 years. Bro.
4 years. And next week.
Next week.
Angus qualifies obviously qualified, but as a qualified carer. Who would have thought? And that's thanks to Dr. Rihanna the Toy.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you want to come say thank you to her because she is online?
Yeah, you can come and sit here.
Yeah. Because of her seeing a video of Angus looking after my mom, not looking after, visiting my mom in the old age home.
And Angus is qualified now, and now he's on camera. The only cameras that he was on before was on CCTV cameras.
Yeah. And prison cameras.
Thank you very much.
First of all, how is it working in the old age home?
It's actually very good, thank you, Mr.
Okay, and the nurses?
Nurses is they're doing their job, Mr. They're doing a very, very, very good job.
Okay.
Teaching you.
What are they teaching you?
A lot, Mr. A lot.
Okay. And did you ever think, Angus, this would be
No,
one day your calling to
No,
look
no.
after the elderly?
Not at all, Mr. It's actually a big privilege, Mr. to work with elderly people. And that I'm saying from my heart because I never thought I would look after elderly people. And the respect you have when you, especially now when I do my practical, the respect that I have now for elderly people and before, it's on a different level because
Sorry, I just want to interrupt you. I am breaking curfew tonight. As soon as this meeting's over, we're going out. I am breaking curfew. I'm keeping my word. I know they're going to target me, but I am definitely going to go out. And we'll take a video of when we go out. Because anything out of my gates is breaking my curfew. So I'll definitely do that, Glennis, without a doubt. Sorry, Angus. Tank, where you going? Isn't there a cup of tea, Tank?
No, not for use.
Yeah, I've even forgiven Tank because he sold my shoes I bought him. So,
Sorry, I just want to get the fire burning.
okay. Sorry, Graham has just been very rude like he normally is. Pass my tongs there, please, man. I got a gift today. A young boy of 10 years old bought me these tongs, huh? Young boy, Ardian of 10 years old, bought me these because he saw that mine were broken. Absolutely beautiful. More love. If we give more love, more caring. Now, Angie just wanted to talk there quickly.
He doesn't want me to.
No, he's
I want him to sit here in the middle.
I thank the doctor.
Oh,
Okay.
God, he's looking for a benefit from the doctor.
Come, let me come through.
Hey, Angie,
No, Mr.
you're still
no,
looking for a benefit, man.
No, not at all.
Yes, you're a scumbag, my brother. Kurt, you come sit here and talk to him because he's just looking for a benefit from my girlfriend. Zol says you can't.
Oh, because of the saliva.
Lekker people, we're having a good night tonight. You can talk shit there, Kurt, man. Tell them a bit of fun. Our friends. Okay, Angie, there, go for it,
Yes.
bro.
Okay, just want to say thank you, Dr. Rihanna, for the opportunity, for believing in me, seeing something in me that I never saw in myself. All the effort you put in, all the support, you and Mr. Hall, can't forget the man who saved my life. And Mr. Schuler and the other guys here, leadership, Graham and everyone that stood by me.
Hangers on.
I appreciate it a lot, really. I do. And I can't thank you a lot in words, but well, in my actions. In my actions, I will prove that I'm very grateful and thankful. And can't forget God as well. Also Carl, who's new here, but who's gotten very close to us. Love him lots and miss him even though he's gone for a few hours. And yeah, I will show it in my actions how much I appreciate everything this organization means to me and has done for me. Thank you. And I'm proudly colored.
Black colored lives matter.
Colored lives matter too.
No, lekker.
Yeah, I
Graham?
think that's what it's about, eh?
Graham, you want to come chat a bit?
Yes, I think Graham must come and
Yeah.
chat here on a
Tell
Friday
him about the
night.
panel beating business.
Yes. I think amongst us and amongst RAEL, the lives and the people that have been saved and the empowering lives, I think, is what sticks out tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Big time. Because I can go down the names list of who came in here homeless, jobless, toothless, careless. Okay, we were all careless. Because we didn't really care because we were filling ourselves with drugs other times at this time on a Friday night. And then we came to the Last Chance Saloon. And we were told in a very nice way that this is the last chance.
Thank.
By Mr. Hall that doesn't swear. And
Kurt, are you taking my inventory? I know you're the boss, but
No,
you don't
it's
have to like take my inventory,
no, it's a
my
good
brother.
thing. It's a good thing because I know there is guys here that say that you do swear because they're dealers and they're lolly lounges that they were at and strip clubs, nobody swore there.
No, they drugged in the church.
Yep.
Hey, Angie?
Yes, sir.
And then they were playing gospel music while they were smoking their crack pipes.
But there will be mommies that will hear tomorrow. Mommy is so cruel. Oh, it's so hard here. It's actually beautiful here. We had a family the other day, which is probably 9 out of 10 families come here and say like, hey, can't I rather book myself in here?
Yeah.
They check the snow around on the mountains.
I think
We
they
told
check
them-
you, Kurt.
Okay.
I think they check you. Hello. I think they check you, Kurt, and then they want to book themselves in.
And can't I be...
Sorry, can I just interrupt you there, my brother? Because we're having an impromptu. This is Kurt and Anthony live show. It's like crackers and crackheads. That's what we call ourselves.
Yeah.
Tanya Smith King says, I've met you and Tank. What lovely young men. That's you, Angus.
Oh, liquor.
Okay, there's nothing about me there because I'm old.
Yeah.
Okay. Michelle LaRue says, laugh out loud. Anthony never swears, just like me. She's taken our inventory. Where's the doctor?
I did see over there, it came up, it said Rihanna Dutoy is watching.
Dominic, you're about to break curfew. We're going to as well, as soon as we finished here. Commander Virum. Okay, that's... Okay, Clutchy still... Yeah. I don't know what... God. Is it? Okay. Okay, as a sick...
Hey, we've had
Okay.
fun times here, eh?
We've had parties here till right till the morning. Ah, there's Ura. Ura, my brother. Hey, that is a man. I used to drink with Ura 35 years ago. A naughty bastard was Ura. And now he's a deacon in the church. So see, anyone can be saved.
Jesus came for the sinner, not the saint.
Yeah? And he was the sinner.
And now he's the saint.
No, Ura's my bro. Okay. Bless you, Lee J in London. Okay, bless you.
There's more UK and US.
USA.
and all over there.
People, when we share this, my friends, and we just share it to our walls, and other people kindly share it, the views sometimes go up to 5, 6, 7,000 per night. So it's not depending on what is on live. A lot of people, you know, look at it afterwards so they can go to sleep, and the last face they can see is yours, Kurt.
I think, okay, that's
that's hardcore.
Sweet dreams. I think a nice thing that maybe that can happen if everybody wants to see all the comments. I know sometimes if you're not friends with the person, then not all the comments pop up like they do here by us because it's RAEL's page, but it's everybody's page. And if you guys are maybe all friends on Facebook or on social media, and you check who's been online, then you can invite them and be friends, and then you'll see everybody's comments. And
Yeah, we've got people on that from now live from the United States of America. Welcome to us. I wish it was Donald Trump. We're lucky to have Donald Trump on here.
yes.
They will get a viewership of about 100 million. Okay, nothing wrong with Donald. And then Garth's mom says, how's it? What a beautiful lady. I've only met her, I think, once or twice. What
Auntie Jean.
Auntie Jean, what a stunning woman, eh? What a lovely woman. And then I was told I must drink more water. People are taking my inventory. Okay, Tracy, thank you, Tracy. We are down to earth. We just like call a spade a spade. We can walk with our head up high. We don't have to look down in the ground anymore. We do everything trying to the confines of the law, and we run this place with a lot of fun, but a lot of respect and a lot of discipline. I will swear now, you can fuck with your mother, but you're not going to come fuck here. You're ever going to get your rights, you can go back and treat your mother with respect.
Yes.
Total respect. Okay. Okay, then Order says I mustn't speak too much about him, about the 35 years drinking, because probably he'll get divorced. So should I speak or not? I'm not a veilgat.
No.
No, not me.
no.
Anthony's never betrayed anyone. Eh? No, so
I'm gonna stand up now.
okay.
Thank you.
Black Lives Matter. Yeah, Vanessa says that you and I could be very naughty together. That's what the doc said to us tonight, remember? Can you imagine the two
us on a Friday night drinking?
and drugging? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
There wouldn't be anything left at the dealer for anyone else.
Okay, Angus is worried about the chair because he wants the chair one day. Yeah, no, we would have been very naughty.
I
think,
wanted Tank to come sit on this chair and say what he used to do on Friday nights.
Yeah. Tank was the Voortrekker Road security company. Tank used to drive down Voortrekker Road and inspect and watch all the ladies of the night to make sure that they were okay. And then he got his benefit at the end of the night. So it was like, hello Iris, lovely lady. Iris, beautiful lady. We're not lost without you, God. You may be lost without us, but we miss you.
Yeah.
We miss you. I miss the characters. I've always said it to Kurt. I miss the naughty guys. Not the disrespectful, rude ones, but the oaks who were naughty, like Freddie.
Yes.
Freddie, beautiful guy,
Spoke to
but he
Freddie
was
about a
cut
week
naughty.
ago.
Yeah.
And he came in 6 years ago.
6 years ago from heroin, he went to 18 rehabs. He went to ibogaine injections. His folks sent him overseas. His late father lost his farm because of Freddie's drugging. 6 years later, man still sober.
Still sober.
Still sober. That's what
His
it's
own
all about.
business.
Own business. Okay, Michelle says she knows exactly what Tank did. Okay, Tank. Thank you. Yeah, Lisa, Wendy, we've got your daughter's legacy lives on this rail farm. The double story is named after her,
Locket house.
the Lockett House, and Lisa's name is there, and we will never forget you. Like I said the other night, I'm still waiting. When you've got the time, when you feel right, Wendy, I please, I want you to share on this forum. It will open people's eyes up like you'll never believe. I had Wendy share at one of our World Addiction Days, which comes up now on the 21st of September.
1st of September.
World Addiction Day. Please, people, wear something orange on a Friday. If it's a ribbon or it's something.
We've lost a lot of
Yeah.
friends along the way.
Buried a lot of people. I've spoken at a lot of funerals. You have to be passionate to do this, man. Clutchy misses us.
He asked me today when he can come and visit.
Okay, you can come anytime, Clutchy. The door's open, my bro. You don't need to... Or do you want a special like invitation on the red carpet or your mull? No, Clutchy, we love you, my brother. You can just rock up here, bring a benefit for Mr. Kurt and I, and then you're allowed in. No benefit, you're not coming in. You know I like Fritos chips, huh? And then Kurt and I are trying to stop smoking. Kurt started this champ packs,
Oof.
and he's been tripping ever since. So I first want to see how it works out in him, and then the doc and I are going to lose weight.
Okay.
I don't know why she has to lose weight, and then Tank's going to join us. So this could be quite a long journey. And I want the best remedies. Only my stomach is fat. That's all. Nothing else. And I always used to be very thin. You've seen the photographs of me when I just came into recovery. How thin I was, Kurt. I was thinner than you, my bro. I wasn't as good looking as you, but you know, okay, yeah.
You can't win them all.
Yeah, Kurt's on a different level when it comes to look. So we're gonna have a Mr. Recovery.
I think we should make a calendar for next year.
Yeah, Lija makes calendars, huh? We can have some of the mothers and the doc and all that, and then you and me.
I want to be on all the ones.
No, you'll be okay, Kurt. You see, that's what Kurt. He wants to be on all the months because when he drugged, he just wanted more and more and more and more. Hey. Okay, Wendy says she will share soon, as soon as she's just getting over
Sure.
losing
Look forward to
her
to that.
son as well. This woman's had it horrific. No, man. Hello?
Graham, just check there on the RAEL live recovery.
Yeah, no, we're on. There we are.
Okay, there we are.
Sorry, we lost connection. Okay.
Okay. That's
Michelle?
yeah, we can do that. It will come up sideways. Are we both in the picture there, Auntie Michelle? Are we upside down?
Oh, okay. Well, that's where we've been most of our lives.
Okay.
Ada, where's Carl now?
Yeah. Are we still upside down?
Rotate your device, yeah. I will
Okay.
keep it like that and we'll just go close together. Okay, sorry, we haven't got Carl the Great here.
Yeah. We're not as experienced in the IT field
Industry.
as Carl.
Yeah, we've been upside down most of our life. Hi, Sanette. Sanette is that amazing policewoman from... I must sit closer to you, Kurt.
Okay.
We can bond a bit. Sanette is that amazing policewoman from Ladysmith that's invited
Oh,
us
yes.
many times to come and give talks there. And I'm sure she'll invite us again. Hope Ralph as well and the kiddies.
It's
got
not
four
maybe,
children
the,
now.
not maybe the one with all the birds, Mr.
Mm.
Is it that one? Okay.
That one, beautiful woman, loves
Yes,
baking.
I was
and-
going through the RAEL photos the
Yeah.
other day. I know exactly what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Michelle, don't lie to the people you thought you were drunk on tea. We know what you and the doc get up to. I just want to know who else is on here. I can't see who else is on here. Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right. I see Cheryl's on. Hi, Cheryl. Trust you well, lady that does, I always say it, does so much for her community. Lovely person. We had one argument once a couple of years ago. Can I tell them, please, Cheryl? Nothing wrong, nothing dirty or rude. Hi, tomorrow. Remember when President Ramaphosa got elected? So then he went to Parliament, and in Blobergstrand or Melkbos or whatever, let's leave the places out. Cheryl welcomed him to this place
Okay.
because she likes to mix with presidents and all that. So Cheryl's very like la-di-da. I've never met her. Love to meet her. And then we had an argument, and I said to her, no, I'm going to tell the story, Cheryl, but it's nothing, man. It's a fun story. It will go down in history, man. So then Cheryl thought that Ramaphosa was the greatest thing since sliced bread. So the South African flags were out in this place, and everyone was happy and ecstatic because we had received the new dawn.
Okay.
But when the sun went down, so did Cyril. And then myself and Cheryl had a bit of a argument. We stayed friends. We had a bit of an argument. And I'll never forget that. It was beautiful. But at least she was patriotic to say, okay, well, I didn't want to tell her this. I'll tell her now that maybe this was the new change we wanted. Maybe it was the new dawn. And we got let down by those words. So we'll continue to fight on. So it's amazing.
Sinette's asking if Ladysmith is on your map for your travelling when you.
I hope so. I hope we get an
when you go
invite
to
there.
Interventions and.
Yeah, I'm going to sit with Rihanna and you and map it out. Yes, Cheryl.
Aldridge is also there.
Hi,
He's also
Aldridge.
had a baba.
Congratulations on the Baba Aldridge. Cheryl, yes. I agree with you totally. We had to give him a chance. And what you did was 100% right. And I agree. What you did was the South African thing to do. But we stayed friends, that's the main thing. Cyril doesn't know us anymore, you know what I mean? Okay. Tanya's watching Aldridge. Aldridge also came through our school, didn't he?
Yes, and the biggest point here with Aldridge watching is that he didn't like us every day, but we achieved our goal and Aldridge is sober.
Okay.
And we're friends now.
And he didn't like us. Okay, we're not liked by everyone, you know?
No.
Okay.
But if they're sober,
Yeah. Good, you could be my son, don't you think?
okay.
I reckon so. Does anyone else agree with that, Michelle? The doctor's online. She should know because she's got like all those A's. You know she travelled the world to be a doctor?
Yes, Mr.
She's been to like so many countries, and it's admirable.
Doctor's got an amazing.
And she's got amazing testimony, but the only thing about her, she's too humble.
Far too humble.
Far too humble. She has to get rougher. Because people, when she like goes to a place, they like, hello, it's Rihanna, and then they say, like, what do you do? And she looks at me. And I have to tell them that she's a doctor. She's far too humble. She needs to get a bit more. No, but she's travelled, and that's the beauty of that experience, that she's travelled the whole world, been a doctor,
Big time.
and then comes here and brings that same experience to RAEL. You know, we've got some top people, huh? Oh, Helen could see. Hi, Helen.
Gladwin's almost a year sober.
Gladwin. Hi, Helen. Helen and I must also just make amends. I'm sorry, Helen. And you can say sorry, and I love you lots. Helen is a counsellor. Does very good work. You know, we always have a bit of that's the problem, you know, with families. There's always a bit of a rift, and this doesn't. But it's like she does a lot of work for her community, and we've had a long friendship, a very long friendship, and I'm so proud of Gladwin. Gladwin is almost what you would have said against all odds, and he's done so well. Coming up a year sober.
Yes.
You must remind me, please. Put it in the diary.
He must also make a turn sometime. It's
No, but I
lekker
don't know what
lekker to see that.
Gladwin doesn't want to lower himself to come visit here. You know what I mean?
If we can't drive, we can just make a fire. But I'm sure we can drive.
Sinette, who are you saying there is an amazing woman? Because Kurt is a male and I'm male. Like,
Yeah.
have you got something? Are you also drinking that red wine, Sinette? You're a policewoman. You shouldn't. Let me tell you honestly, the most amazing policewoman. Not because she's my friend, but because she's white, she doesn't get promoted. She does so much for the community of Ladysmith. I've seen it with my own eyes 3 or 4 times. And everyone knows in that community how she goes out and feeds people.
Yeah,
Not from the police money.
That's what
From her and her husband's
That's
money.
what I recognized about the photos. That's why I asked you if it's the lady with the birds.
Yeah.
Still, because there's still photos in our memories that
Yeah, she's got amazing.
of the things that you guys done together there and that.
She's an amazing woman. We have more policewomen like that. We'd have less crime. Bless you, Helen. Thank you. We'd have less crime. There are good leaders in this country, man. But they're not in the leadership positions they should be in. They should be like our mayor from the Breda Valley is a wonderful woman. Antoinette Steyn is an amazing woman. Amazing woman. Okay, so Ned, now you're saying Dr. Rihanna's an amazing woman. What about Kurt and I? Do we not get like a... Maybe we're not amazing, Kurt? Yeah.
That's okay.
That's all right. We've always been the downtrodden, huh? Not anymore. Okay.
I see Chantal Crocker. It doesn't say that she's watching, but I see hearts coming up there. She also does. Good
Hi,
work
Chantal.
there.
Yeah, and the dog food. Thank you very much. You're an absolute star, Chantal.
Also, always very busy, helping people, feeding people.
There's a lot of good people in this world.
A lot, Mr.
There's more good in this world than bad. But the bad gets the publicity all the time. But the good people, there's a lot of good people. A lot of good people. What is Annette saying here? Thank you. No,
If
that's
it's
the
a
truth.
passion, it's easy.
Yeah, that's the
Sure.
truth, Sinette. If it's a passion, it's easy. You can do 20 hours a day, no problem. I've seen what you do for the community, Sinette. I've seen what you do. Okay. I'm smoking Lexington now, my dad's old brand. It's very lekker, huh?
Thank you.
It's different level stuff, huh? No, lovely Chantal, thank you very much for what you do for your community. What Cheryl Parker does for her community. This is just people I know about. What Sinette Salmon does for her community. What Tanya King does for her community, collecting stuff, getting stuff, organizing stuff. Organized a lot of clothes.
And chocolate muffins.
And chocolate muffins, they were different level, eh? They were different level. And then she wants me to go, and then she says, I must go on diet and we must stop smoking.
And then gives us muffins.
and then gives us muffins. It's like telling us to stop drugs and giving us heroin. Hi, Lynn. Okay, you know, we should, you know, I'd love to even have like a acknowledgement of what people do. There's so many people who do good. Even at Ura, who comes up here again. Ura, I won't tell them my past stories, my bro. I've never done that in my life. I don't talk out of the situation ever. You can torture me, I won't do it. But you're a lekker brew. You're a beautiful man, Ura. Clutchy, watch you grow. What a privilege. Okay, Michelle, you must have been a bit bored. Carl Velvet, I ain't the first thing, I don't know. Rush home to Rand restaurant. Ah, lekker. Carl Welgemoed, we were in the police together many, many years ago, 30 odd years ago. And he now runs restaurants and catering business. And Carl, I must come through and see you, my brother. I must come and have lunch with you. I will definitely. And you're running the restaurant now. I think it's the yacht club that you're running now, if I'm not mistaken, Carl. But bless you, my brother, you and your wife, Teresa. Okay, Gladwin is the man. It's a wonder he's got airtime. Gladwin. Okay. Tanya's taken our inventory. Doc, please, Tanya's taken our inventory here. Ura, I'm back. Gladwin, love Mr. Hall. Just spoke to my mom. Can I come and visit the weekend of the 19th? That's a pleasure, my bro. Okay, Ura, you can pimp me, my bro. Just watch the movies and TV more and they can see the stories. You keep your stories, I'll keep my stories. Hey, Gladwin's on Wi-Fi, going different level. No, lekker Gladwin. Came through our school. What a lovely man. And a good oak. And I'm sure you'll have it even better when he comes to visit as a visitor instead of a member going through recovery. Have a lot of fun. The most fun I've ever had in my life is the last 10 years on this farm. A lot of hardship, but a lot of fun. Hi, Felicity. God bless you. How are you? Well, do you know Felicity?
Not in person, I don't think so, but that was years ago. One of the supporters that used to say, look other people are supporting you, and that spurred me on to keep going.
Felicity has been, I've never met her either, has been part of RAEL for years and years from when we started. Yeah, a lot of fun in this last 10 years, a lot of tears, a lot of hardship, some pain going along the way. Lekker Aldridge, God bless you, my bro. Great to see you there. Look after the Baba and come make a turn, come make a visit. Bring a benefit. Okay. Clutchy, when's your airtime running out? Oh, False Bay Yacht Club. Beautiful car. It's quite a distance from a policeman to owning a restaurant and a catering business. Leanna's taking everyone's inventory here tonight. Clutchy, you sick, my brother?
Clutchy needs to visit.
Yes, Lisa, you are still the favorite. Always have been. Hey, some Pelamoon. My Gladwin, my brew.
Why aren't you here?
Why aren't you here tonight? The fire's burning behind us. Some Pelamoon. Not smokkel Pelamoon, eh? Okay. It looked like Carl has forgotten where he comes from, eh?
Yeah, we don't see him.
We don't see him. He must be having cream cheese and crackers. Or is it cheddar cheese?
Carl having fear of missing out.
Oh, is that what it's called?
FOMO.
Oh. Is Barbie's mom? Must be, eh?
Yeah,
Hi, Mom.
I think so.
Sorry I missed you today. But I will see you tomorrow morning. I'm so sorry. I did phone and apologize. Okay. Yeah, it's fun. It's nice to see the boys' names come up and the parents' names come up and it thinks, hey, you're doing something worthwhile.
I never would have thought that I'd be spending a Friday night, seeing all these people's names pop up that was on drugs before. That
Yeah.
used to spend their Friday nights totally different.
Yeah, well, thank you, Felicity. Okay, Gladwin, hardcore. Keep it Pagamisa. And there's Carl. Maybe Carl was making videos, or
Some more TikTok videos.
yeah, or others. Yeah, no, thank you, ma'am. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Carl, you've been nice to your mother and father. You haven't seen them for months. But I can definitely tell you I'm playing for the 40th time tonight. There's an emptiness without you here. It's just your whole persona. Your whole persona of servanthood. That's what you've got. Of servanthood, my brother. Ask you to do something, you don't even flinch, you just do it. And you help us a lot here. No one's allowed. We're going to put some tape around your table. No one's allowed near your table.
Red tape.
And it's just waiting for you. And I can't wait to see your mother and your father. Hi, Millie. Hope you are well. We're just going to carry on for another, say, 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're going to take a drive through Worcester. And hardcore, he paid for supper. No, but he is a giver. Bobby, he's a giver, man. He's a giver of note, huh?
I read a saying about Carl today.
Yeah?
That, if I remember it correctly, it goes that givers should have limits because takers don't.
I like that, huh? Was that Winston Churchill?
I know it was just a random pop-up that came. It didn't say Winston Churchill at the bottom there, but it sounds like something you would say.
Yeah, that's true, huh? Greeting his mom on her 60th. Mom can have a nice party. That's a beautiful comment, that, Ora.
Half of those 60 years were spent looking after me.
Yeah. And I know how much you love your mother. Not as I love mine, bro. Because we've put them through hell and back. Well done, Carl. You paid for the dinner.
That's nice.
And I hope and I hope your parents can see the difference in you. See the difference in what we've got to see. A beautiful man. A beautiful man. It's going to be strange waking up without you tomorrow, Carl. Not that we share a bed. Let's just go get it heavier. But in the lounge. I haven't got a bed. Since my mom took my room, I sleep in the lounge on the couch.
That's very humble. The Oaks on the program all have their own beds.
Yeah. Hi, Jared. Why are you on so late from Belleville Station? Okay. Why are you so late, Jared? Don't tell me you've been working. Dominique? Are we related, Dominique? Yeah. Yeah, how long, Carl, did you throw your mother under the bus? Carl's got 5 children from 6 mothers, and he's doing beautifully. Yes, that's very true, ma'am. He is a beautiful man, and he is passionate about RAEL.
He doesn't stop.
He doesn't stop. This man is a machine. Sometimes we have to stop him. No, Carl, it's all to the grace of God, eh? Kurt and I are just the hands and the feet, huh? People, if you ever need, Carl does tax, your tax returns, registers companies. I've watched him in action,
sure.
Honest and open, or fixing of computers. Hey, this man, I really mean it, he's brilliant. Richie used to be good, but he's not as good as Carl. Richie's a wrestler. Richie, where have you been? Another one of our
Jared's been working. He was unemployable when he got here.
Yeah, geez, where you working, Jared? Well done, my boy. Come and see us sometime. Not working. Okay, Dominic, I don't know if we are related. We could be, huh? You could be my sister. You're definitely not one of my wives, because I can't remember being married to a Dominic Hall. No, I could. No, not that name.
No.
No, so you could very well be my sister, Dominic. Very well. Jared not working at Belleville Station, but he. Yeah, Jared, you spent 8 or 9 months here. I haven't seen a check in the post yet, but that's okay. If you keep it, build yourself up, get a flat, get a car, get a puppy, get a plant, and leave the old ladies out of it. Yeah. Any other questions, or that we can just talk nonsense for the next 5 minutes? And okay, who else is on? You can be rip off here. Carl, that's very true. When you can serve and take the knocks and continue serving, you know what the hardest sometimes, Carl, is when you serve and you give and you give and you give and you give, and people take advantage of you and you want to stop. And then you think, no, the next day you just get up again and say, I'm going to continue to be who I am. Who I am. And that's sometimes very difficult. Because there are, like you say, Kurt, takers don't know when to stop. Eh? And I'm not talking about material things now. Sometimes the emotional parts. Okay, Dominic, you could be the baby sister. All right. Yeah, no, very... Oh, well, we're not that old, you know. And they're taking our inventory big time, huh? Okay, so... Oh, well done. He's got a shop, Jared, eh?
Okay.
But he doesn't tell us where the shop is, because we'll come there. Now, that's true, Tanya. Yeah, that's the main thing. Okay, here's the curve. You can read it. I haven't got my glasses on me.
Richie. I was much earlier for the first 30 minutes, Mr. Hall. I had to clean house and get ready for the night. You'll replace the whole roof this week, but I'm sober and grateful to RAEL and to you, Mr. Hall, and Kurt Schuler. You have made me who I am today. I love you guys so much. Hey, Richie.
Beautiful message, Richie. Thank you. Beautiful, Richie. Beautiful, Richie.
It was lucky to see him and Joni the other evening when they popped in.
Yeah, popped in the other evening and Joni brought us cake. How you mean to lose weight when everyone brings us cake? You know what I mean?
I know. But maybe they bring it for me, Mr. Hall, because I must pick up weight.
Yeah, I think so.
So we're not saying like stop bringing the cake.
Cake,
like,
yeah.
Keep bringing the cake. Seekers are secrets.
Yeah, I agree with you, Michelle. You know, I've always given and given and given and given, and I'll give the... My mom always used to say, if your neck wasn't on, I get given gifts and then I give them away. But, you know what? You can't change who you are inside. Eh? So Kurt is going to... we're going to go on the challenge. Kurt, I'm going to have a 6-pack by summer. Night, Colleen. Send our love to everyone. My boy Christoph just saw you on the video and was very excited to say Orange Friday. Thanks, Annette. Lovely children she's got there. Beautiful kids. Hi, Robert. Carl, have you gone gay? There's nothing wrong with it, you know what I mean? That's your issue. That we're the two most good-looking men in recovery. I don't know if there's any woman that will agree with it. I'm sure the doc will.
I don't know if that's a compliment or a punishment.
Or a
coming
punishment.
from a man.
Jared's coming up to 11 months sober. Wow, Jared, well done, boy.
Sure.
Okay, Michelle, we can do it together because I've started. What did we have for dinner tonight? A McDonald's. Not just us, the management, the guys that had healthy cooked food. Okay. Kurt, let me train you. Richard's also changed, eh?
Okay.
Richie. Okay. No, Richie, you're a Springbok. You'll be too hard on us, bro.
Yes, I've still got some lovely videos of the light practices that the guys used to enjoy so much when Richie used to show them a little bit about the exercise and his training and all of that, and the guys used to join in.
6-packs are made in the kitchen. Cake cheat meal once a week. Okay, we have cheat meal 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good night, all at RAEL. Thank you for the awesome share this evening. Thank you, Felicity.
Chocolate cake.
Michelle's on a different level.
Okay.
Okay, enabler Michelle. I love you, Michelle. Thanks, Felicity, and thanks for always supporting RAEL for the last 10 odd years. You've always been there. You've always encouraged. You've always had a good word. You've always been a friend I've never met, and a friend we've never seen, but you've always been there. Always been there. Always spurred people on.
And it's helped. It's helped many people.
Yeah. Yeah, Jared Ritchie is hardcore. You can ask Joni. Because he trains Joni too.
Oh, it's a Springbok wrestler.
Yeah, Springbok wrestler. Only got his colours while he was here, didn't he?
Yes.
Okay. He's forgotten that. Ritchie's forgotten that, huh?
He said he might come next weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, people, we're going to start saying goodnight. And I'm going to go take a drive down Worcester Main Road and keep to my word. If they lock me up, I'm sure you'll bail me out, kid.
No, definitely.
You know what I mean? I remember those practices. Yes, those were still warm up. Poor guys. Richie, don't get bigger than the game. You may be a Springbok. But don't forget how you got to become a Springbok. Love you, Richie. Yeah, Richie's a hard boy. He's a hard fucker.
With a big heart, though.
With a big heart. Yes, it's
Massive
Richie.
heart.
There's 2 in 1. Richie and inside and outside. Hey, what a beautiful man. What a beautiful man. I miss him a lot here. I liked having that oak around me. One day when I'm famous, Richie, you can be my bodyguard, bro. Night, Michelle. You're going to bed very early. Did Mavericks... Oh, you have to go back and work at Mavericks. Sorry. Enjoy the evening there, Michelle. Don't stretch yourself too far. Good night, Leslie. That's my sister's name. Good night, Leslie. God bless you. Sweet dreams to yourself. Okay, Richie, don't blow my trumpet now. Rather bring a benefit here. God bless you. Thanks for the fun chat. Tonight was a bit of fun. Tonight, we also need to have a bit of fun. Richie will come bail me out.
Yeah,
It's different level. I know you will. There's no doubt. If his phone's not on silent. I'm at sea till morning. Ora, my bro. I need to speak to you. I'm going to phone you tomorrow in connection with buying and selling and stealing and corrupting that steel for the dog kennels. And how about a bit of fish, my bro? Why don't you make a turn tomorrow, Ora? We love you too, Lee J. We always love you. Good night, Tanya. Thanks for everything. Thanks for supporting us and doing what you do and always thinking of us. Tanya was the horse lady.
Yes,
Yeah,
Roxy.
Roxy, remember, big time. Roxy's dead.
Eish.
Roxy on a different level, my bro.
Roxy used to eat carrots here
By the door.
by the door.
Yeah. Night tomorrow. It'll be nice to see you again. Keep in contact. Haven't seen you for years. Sleep well, Richie. You're a good man, huh? What you've achieved is unbelievable. All of you, Clutchy, Gladwin, Jared, Garth, Freddie. There's so many names. Yeah, Michelle, you can come spend a weekend. There is place in Graham's room. Are you marching tomorrow, Water? Okay. Just take some cocaine with you. Are you geroek, Water? Or are you just spelling badly tonight? Lekker. Sure. Lovely night it was. Thank you very much for making it a pleasant night for us so we could also have a bit of fun and a bit of laughter and a bit of seriousness. Again to you, Kurt, congratulations on your promotion.
Thank you very much.
And may you all tonight sleep with the angels. And God bless you and God keep you till we meet again. Thank you.